Hey, Tom. Alright, so I'm going to start this from the very beginning so you're not missing out on what you really need to know. Alright, so here we are in Things Betwixt. This is where you start. You're probably going to run into some asshole soldiers here. You just want to avoid the fuck out of them. Just don't even pay attention, man. Run across this bridge. And you're going to learn that the run button is going to be your best friend. And so I don't know what it's going to be on the Steam controller, but for mine, it's the B button, so the far right button. You press that down and hold it to run. And sometimes it's kind of finicky, so get used to it. Go in here. There's a cutscene I took out just for the sake of the video, so figure out what your name's going to be. So mine's going to be Fuck It. Actually, no. Let's just say Suck It. There we go. That's even better. That is my name. And I avoided another cutscene, so you're going to go to your class. So here's your classes. There's a warrior, knight, swordsman, bandit, cleric, sorcerer, explorer, and deprived. And the one thing you want to know about these two here, an explorer, you start out with some really good items, but he's kind of a tricky build because he's kind of an all-around, but you gotta kind of you really want to know what you're doing. Deprived, avoid. You have nothing. You start out with nothing, no armor, no nothing. It's just ridiculous. It's for hardcoreists. Bandit, pretty cool. For the sake of all things being said, though, you would think this is kind of a character that would be stealthy. There really is no stealth in Dark Souls, so whatever. Cleric, you're going to use miracles. The miracles in the game are really kind of pathetic until you find some of the really good ones, but super late in the game. Sorcerer has some really badass spells, but unless you know what you're doing, you might struggle a little bit with it. So I'm going to kind of concentrate for you on these three right here. So swordsman, really, really good with dexterity builds, because you use more of a finesse in the swords you're using. Rapiers, scimitars, stuff like that. The knight, all around, this is the guy I always pick, almost every time. Because he can go any different direction, really. He can be like a swordsman. He can use a rapier, which is my favorite weapon in the game. Very, very, very rugged. Can take a pretty good beating without really having too much of a really good armor build. Another thing you need to remember about this game is your armor builds. Don't concentrate on them. It's really not that great. The warrior, definitely with big weapons, like if you like ultra great swords, you know, that do massive damage, because he's more of a strength build all around. Whereas the knight, you can kind of go a dex build, strength build, combine them, which is kind of what I do. So we're going with the knight. That's my class, and then you want to pick a gift. The best gift, especially for someone starting out, I would guess, would be healing wares. You start out with a lot of good healing stuff. You get some poison moss, like 22 life gems, and you'll just kind of understand what's going on there. I'm just going to pick the healing wares, and I'm just going to do my body and stuff and what I would normally do. I like my hair that way. I really love this color. It's so awesome. I don't know. I think I'll... Gotta have a beard. That's my true self.
Oh, people.
Okay, so in the original Dark Souls 2, not the Scholar version, you would start out with some basic items that are going to get you through areas that you would normally have to tromp around the world to find. You start out with those. Not in this one. You gotta get to go find them. You get to go find those bitches. These are your bonfires. This is like your locations. Once you, so like if I sit here, say travel, eventually there's going to be a whole bunch of locations you've been to. And you can just quick travel to them. You just light that sucker up. Also, if you're wounded, your Estus flasks will be down in the left-hand corner where my little hub thing is. You see it kind of flickering? All I have right now is like life gems. Alright, so if you got wounded in battle, or let's say you got poisoned or something like that. If you're near one of these, sit down a bit, sit down at it. It heals you completely, fills up your Estus flasks. And I'll get to the Estus flask here in a second. And heals all status effects. So like if you're poisoned or you got cursed and you don't have anything to rectify that, you can sit down at a bonfire and you're good to go. So we're just going to run through here really quick. I might even speed some of this up, just so you're not having to wait. I'm obviously going to cut some of this down, because otherwise this could be like, I'm not sure how long this video could be. I mean, really, in all sense and purposes, I mean, this is going to be probably about an hour-long video, no matter what I do to it. So Divine Blessing over here, that's really good. That cures status effects. So I'm just going to get into Majula and show you the bonfire. There's a bonfire when you first come in, here to the right. And we're just going to go ahead, light that up, so we can come back here as quickly as we have to. So we're going to talk to the Herald.
Or go on and see.
She just gave us an Estus flask, by the way.
See there once so seek the king, lest this land swallow you whole.
Okay, so in your inventory, so when you open up start button, hit where the sword's at, and this is your belt here in the bottom, and the Estus flask she just gave us. So that just heals you. Now, generally what I would do in the beginning of this, and I could show it to you, is a really, really good way to acquire souls. A lot of them. Is you go down this pathway, and you're going to follow it around. I won't show you on this unless you want me to. I can show you another video on how to do this. There's a trick to beating the boss in this area, the first boss. And you literally don't have to do a thing. You don't fight anything. You don't fight anyone. You don't fight him. It's really quick. You get like, all together and count, you get like 18,000 souls. Boom, right off the bat. So, oh, what I need, one thing I do need though, just in case I run into some trouble. So we're going to have to go down here because I need to get a shield. So, good starting shield for anybody, I would guess. If you're going to use that, if you like to do parrying, it is a parry shield. And if you learn parrying, you're gonna find out that that's pretty essential with a lot of things. But you just don't want to overuse it. So in this chest, there's a Parma shield. And it looks like this. See? Okay. So I'm going to cut this all out. Forgot, right here is a life gem. We just came out where we got the Parma shield from. Hey, get me out. From there. I just came running up here and it's right in here. Also, quick note, if you run over here and you take a swipe at this thing, make sure the rock falls. I missed, of course. Grab that. That is an Estus Flask shard. So when you give those to the Herald, you get another Estus Flask. Pretty cool, huh? And you'll notice when you sit down at the bonfire here, see how she's standing over there next to the tree? Oh, she didn't move, bitch. They usually change locations. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down this way. Open this up. Follow the path. Now, I'm going to show you this. I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to show it to you. So down here, in this chest, is a human effigy. And that is what you can use to make yourself a human again when you die. Ignore him. I know it's going to sound kind of weird, but as long as you're not in his face, he's not going to fuck with you. And you really don't want him fucking with you. Not right now, you don't. Now over here is another, if you feel like it might serve your purposes. There's another bonfire. Now if I was to sit down at this bonfire, the enemies I just killed will resurface. So when you do that, sitting down in the bonfire brings all the enemies back in the world you're in back to life. So keep that in mind. And we got this dumbass archer here who always seems to fucking hit me. This guy up here. Missed him. God damn it. There's another one behind me. Jerks. Oh, come on, my stamina is just not going anywhere. I'll drop down here and show you this real quick. That is the soul of a lost undead. So when you acquire souls, life gem, nice. Oh, get your stupid sign. So in your inventory here, so here's where your weapons and stuff are at. Over here's your inventory, so you'll see this over here is a soul. Click on it, say use. I can use both of them. And my numbers down in the bottom right hand corner just went up. That's my soul count. Now this, if you do it right, is not that hard. Get behind him. You want to hit your right trigger, your right button, whatever this one's called, I can't remember. But wait for him to kind of come up, resurface, click on him. And to click on him, use your right 3. I guess they call it a right 3. Just click down on it, tick, 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 whatever your Steam controller does, and it'll cause a circle. And you just hit that. Don't hit this bottom trigger button. That won't do it. And this is kind of a troll right here. When you pick this up, this guy gets up, see? But I'm not stupid. But a green blossom. Green blossoms are awesome. Green blossoms are awesome. In situations like this, you just kind of you can creep up behind this guy, but you're still gonna get hit. The guys here are really quite stupid. So, except I forgot about him. Where did you come from, you asshole? Honestly, I don't even know where you came from. That's stupid. Here's a broken straight sword if you want it. Another one. No, he wasn't behind me. Whatever. I thought there was one behind me. This guy does get up. I remember that. Hey! You see the bombs that are coming down on me from this asshole up here. And you'll notice that when I was trying to target this guy, the things that are going to kill you in this game most of the time are the camera angles, the controls, and falling. So I have my, see if I click on this, this is Estus Flask, and that's a life gem. So I'm gonna hit X, this button here. So that one uses it. That's gonna help fill my life back up. Comes in real handy, by the way. That's a human effigy. And you're still alive. Not for long. Throwing knives, awesome. Another broken straight sword, like I needed another one of those. Fog gate, don't be afraid to go through this one. Nothing's gonna happen. until you get down here. Roll back. You don't need any surprises, man. There's gonna be a couple of guys come out of here. Another thing you want to remember about Dark Souls is patience. You need patience. If you don't kill this guy, he will come up behind you and be a douchebag. So, there's a guy to your right here. Take your time. Don't rush through anything. There's no need to do that. I'm rushing through it because I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. Be aware of the guy up there throwing bombs at you. Now this douche. Wow, I didn't need to swing that many times, now did I? Now over here has a pretty damn good shield, and it's a parrying shield, which I like, because I like to parry. I'm a parry whore. I haven't done that yet in here, but parrying is very nice. Very, very, very nice. These little guys, don't worry so much about parrying them. Just cut them up. So here's your door to the next bonfire. So here, and I'm going to show you something really quick. So this thing on the ground is a summon sign. And this is from the small white soapstone, which, what that basically means, the small white soapstone, your buddy who you summon in, because if I it says touch summon sign, so I could actually summon him in. He already got picked. Actually, he replaced it. He's moving it. So if I summoned him, he could come in to help me, but he only can do it for a very short period of time, like really short. So this wonderful lady here, you need to grab, no matter what, you want this key. This opens up the workshop in Majula. That's where the starting point is for the blacksmith. Now I could go up here and show you. Look at this. Is he still? Oh. The Scholar of the Sin version seems to still be alive and well with people playing it, because normally you don't see summon signs around in Dark Souls 1. This is a crystal lizard. They usually have really good items, but they're sometimes tricky to catch. Hand axe, life gem. It's a radiant life gem, so it does more. And up top here, there's going to be this idiot right here. Grab this really quick. I'm just showing you these little extra things. You can avoid this and do it later on if you want. But here's your small white soapstone. Small one. So if you really ran into problems, you could summon me in using the small one and might be able to get you through this area a little bit quicker. Drop down very gently. Remember, fall damage does kill you. That's another divine blessing, which are awesome, by the way. Alright. So I don't have the normal soul count I would normally have. So this is going to make it a little more tricky for me. So I'm just going to reset everything here. And the one thing I do want to buy, just in case things don't work out, I'm going to buy one of these fire bombs. Yeah, whatever. Shut up. Shut up. I'm going to equip it down here. firebomb. Now, normally I'd have my rapier, and so this is going to be a little trickier for me. I'd normally be one-shotting these little punks, but... yeah, they do like to pretend they're dead, by the way. We should have another one up here. He comes from this direction. Also keep in mind, your weapons do have durability, so they will wear down over time. What did he drop? A hollow... he dropped wares, which I don't want. So we're going to bait this idiot over here. See him standing over there? Dipshit. And just wait. Just hang out. Things will work themselves out. Asshole, I was trying to light a smoke. They can look over here to see if anyone else is coming. They're not, thank God. Here's the tricky part. See these barrels here? These black ones? If you swipe at them with your weapon, they're gonna explode. We're gonna try and get him to hurt himself. He's not. Damn it. Hit this bitch. Oh no, you ran over it, fucker. Take your time with this jerk. That was the move we wanted him to do. Oh, he's gonna run at me too. I didn't even hit him. Ooh, shit. I forgot he does a third swipe there. I'm an idiot. I normally have him dead by this time, so... my rapier would have been very devastating on his dumbass. Get out of there. Alright, so... need to get rid of this asshole. I think I have one throwing dagger, yeah. I normally would buy throwing daggers from the old witch that we just saw. Because this guy is going to be nothing but a problem. So we're going to heal up really quick. And what he is supposed to do, which is the reason why I bought this firebomb, but what he's supposed to do is you stand right here, wait for him to throw it. Of course, he didn't give me much time to get out of the way, but thankfully he did that for us. That's what he's supposed to do. A lot of the times, he doesn't do it. So now to get him out of our way, we're gonna aim at him. That should throw him over the edge. Asshole. Life gem up. So up here, just so you know, really good items. However, now we'll get to that later. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Another green blossom. What green blossoms do is they they increase your stamina reboost, or your stamina recovery. Hi guys, get out of the way. Hopefully it killed one of them. Just get like 4 or 5 of these assholes come pouring out at you, and they can be kind of devastating in groups. another one. Alright. So here we go. This is how you find your white sand soapstone. You can talk to this guy really quick.
Well,
He tells you there's a guy in there, and you can read the story yourself. But when he gets to this
I'll
point where
leave
he
this one
says,
to you. I'm worried about what might be inside.
once he says that, go ahead and enter here. This is going to be a little bit over the top for someone who's just starting out, especially. Don't worry about the sounds you hear around. It's coming from the other side. Just make sure you have your life gems at the ready. Assholes. Probably another one in there. No. Now that should be it. You just get this onslaught of dickheads. Yeah, that's it. So here, this is a buff called Aromatic Ooze. It's a magic buff, so you can buff certain weapons with this to cause damage against enemies that are like weak to magic. Works really well. So once you go through there, dudes, calm down there. Just drop down here, and here he is again.
What?
Talk to him. And he's gonna go take this, the white sand soapstone.
It allows undead with...
So I'll show you how it works really quick. I'm gonna go back up to the witch. So here's a white sand soapstone. You'll see because it's bigger, it's larger in size than these small ones. That's a small white sand. That's the regular white sand soapstone. So what I would do, if I needed your help or whatever, or we want to help each other, I'm just going to equip it here. Go to here, and then again, the X button. Just find a spot. Sometimes you want to hide him so no one else grabs it. Me and my friend Darren, we used to hide it up here. So you just hit the button, mark it, and I would just tell you, hey, it's up the stairs to the right. And you see it, and then when it clicks on it, it'd show my name, and then you just summon me in. And we're playing together. If you want to get rid of it, cancel it right there. You're good to go. And voila! So, yeah, it's a little bit of a tromp to get to it, but just remain patient. Don't go crazy and think you're like the bomb, and because it'll get you killed real quick. So, yeah, if you have any more questions about it, just let me know. I can send you something. We'll talk about it, whatever the case may be. But anyway, there you go, bud. Enjoy it.